Chit Chat with Cutie. That's what they said. Yep.
Chit Chat with QT was killing.
Chit Chat with QT for all of this tea.
Hey guys, welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Let me give my disclaimer. The views that I express are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. Please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. So let's get into the video, guys. Let's chit-chat about Porsha Williams' Goubadia. Now, rumor had it that the reason why Porsha decided to no longer appear on Real Housewives of Atlanta was because she didn't want to get called out by the girls for stealing Falynn's then husband, Simon. Well, Miss Thang, Porsha, will finally get questioned by none other than Candiace from Real Housewives of Potomac. So, the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip in Thailand will air March 23rd on Peacock. Take a look at what Candiace had to say, and then I'll be back after that with a little more commentary.
Y'all became friends, and 2 minutes later, you and her husband was dating.
Candiace, say it again for the people in the back.
Y'all became friends, and 2 minutes later, you and her husband was dating.
Woo, child, this is going to be good. Now, I was one of the people that also felt that the reason why Porsha left Real Housewives of Atlanta, because we have to admit, this is awkward as hell. Falynn was introduced on Real Housewives of Atlanta as Porsha's friend. I will never forget the awkward exchange when Porsha, her sister Lauren, and Tanya went to Falynn and Simon's house for the little pool party. And I'll stick that in at the end of the video. Porsha was making a lot of money on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We know Simon has a little money as well, but I just didn't see her leaving the show abruptly like she did if she wasn't running away from the likes of Kenya, Marlo, Candy, and the gang. And let me refresh you guys with what Marlo said when this news broke. After that, I'll be back.
I don't fuck with her, but I don't think it's real. You know, y'all know I done hung with Porsha. Porsha like, fine, I don't think that shit ain't real. But guess what? Good storyline, you know? Your storyline is interesting this season, but this will be I ain't gonna say much more interesting. Because you doing Black Lives Matter, but I don't believe it. I just don't believe her coming from the household she was raised in, a Christian family, her grandfather, that she would literally go and do something like that. Because, baby, y'all remember on the reunion, she said she was scared of me. That bitch would have to be scared of me. If I ever brought about my man and she dated my man, that's like me dating Dennis or some shit. Some shit you don't do. I'm from Florida. So me being from Florida, is some shit you what? Some shit you what, Keon?
You just don't do.
Now, I totally agree with Marlo. It's just some shit you just don't do. And dating your ex-friend's man, alleged friend, whatever you want to call it, as you can see in this picture, this is Porsha, Shamia, and Falynn. So if you guys were that close to hang out together, then yeah, that was some type of friendship, no matter how Porsha tried to make it look. So let me refresh you guys' memory of what Porsha had to say when she popped up in a picture with Dennis and Simon announcing her relationship with Simon. So I'm sure you guys remember when Porsha posted this picture, and I was so confused at the time because I'm like, wait a minute, why is her hand on Simon's chest? We see her baby daddy, Dennis, standing there, all teeth and grins, and they're sitting here breaking bread and having drinks. And then let's take a look at Porsha's post from that day. So at the time, Porsha said, our relationship began a month ago. Yes, we are crazy in love. I know it's fast, but we are living life each day to its fullest. I choose happiness every morning and every night, tuning out all negative energy and only focus on positive wishes. He makes me so happy, and to me, that is what matters most. For all of you that need facts, I get the optics, but Simon filed for divorce from a previous marriage in January. I had nothing to do with their divorce filing. That's between the two of them. Falynn and I are not friends, and Simon's divorce has been settled. Our relationship is a positive, loving step forward in everyone's or everybody's lives. Simon and Dennis are committed to being respectful and supportive of my happiness in this situation, as well as being the best co-parents they can be to baby PJ. Two black men stepping up and being amazing people. Let's praise them. It's truly a beautiful moment in my life, and we cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. XOXOP. Hashtag love wins. Now, I must admit, all of that and the relationship had only began a month prior. For her to come together with Dennis and for them to sit down and decide about co-parenting and all of that was a little quick to me. But money talks. Anyway, take a look at this clip. This is when Porsha, Lauren, and Tanya went to Falynn and Simon's house. And then I'll be back after that with my final commentary. Now, I did mute this because Bravo is tripping and we can't do any copyright strikes or anything like that. But this is them walking up to Falynn and Simon's mansion, and Porsha was a little too giddy to me. It just seemed awkward. I wish I could have found the clip of them in the car ride over. Lauren looked extremely uncomfortable. It seems like the sisters had some knowledge, in my opinion. And this is all alleged, but rumors were going around that Simon was this big-time nightclub owner and all of that in Atlanta, and that they had crossed paths before. But this was creepy to me. I know you guys remember the looks that Simon was giving them. Falynn did a little too much bragging, if you ask me. She let the ladies know how basically she had her husband in check. She talked about getting an upgrade on the already 5+ carat ring. And sometimes that can make another woman want your man. And not only want your man, but want your lifestyle. So yeah, this was very awkward to me. Like I said, Simon was sitting there just looking at all the women in the pool, which I found to be a tad bit creepy, because let me film this scene with my girls and you gone on and go in the house somewhere. But we know he didn't. He sat there and enjoyed the show. Now, in Simon's defense, Simon came out at the time and said that Falynn had been creeping with the help, which was Jalen. And initially, Falynn tried to deny it, but we know that she ended up coming out. She was pregnant by Jalen. She tried to act like it happened after the fact, but the math wasn't really mathing, because when people counted back when she delivered her baby with Jalen is seen to have matched up to what Simon said, that she was messing around with him. She got pregnant. Simon is the one that spilled the tea that she was pregnant and all of that. So this is just a hot mess, but I am just excited to see exactly what's going to be said on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I mean, sometimes people will come in and snatch your damn man. So I'm glad that it looks like Candiace is the one that's going to hold Porsha to the fire and finally make her discuss this on TV. But you guys drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about it. Do you think that it was inappropriate for Porsha to get with Simon? I do. Friends or not, associates or not, that man should have been off limits. Or let me know if you think that, hey, it's okay. She only introduced Falynn on Real Housewives of Atlanta as a friend, but they weren't technically friends. And you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But just looking at these two gorgeous women on this screenshot right here and looking at Simon, I mean, Porsha has done a great job at cleaning him up per se. But I doubt if Simon didn't have the money, neither one of these women would have been with him in the first place. So drop down, guys. Let's chit chat about it. I will be watching come March 23rd. I'll definitely be talking about Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. Hopefully you guys will be watching as well so we can chit chat about it. But drop down. Please also make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. Chat with you soon. Bye.